So I wanted to just get on here for a little bit and talk about gratitude and where I'm experiencing gratitude the most right now. Um, I do still have my work clothes on because I just got from work and immediately got a cup of coffee first, I should say, and then threw on the camera. I'm not going to try and sip this right now because that's going to burn my face off. But that might make for good content. I'm not sure. Um, where I'm feeling gratitude the most right now, definitely in this. Okay, so I posted a video 2 days ago. And it's doing really well for me, you know. Um, but it's not even the views that is where I'm gauging how well it's doing, or watch time, or retention rate, click through, any of that. What's happening is exactly what I've wanted to happen since this kind of dramatic content change. I made a dramatic content change from just everyday filming what I was eating, kind of meathead stuff. Um, and I dove really deep into what interests me. Now, I kind of fought this transition for a while just because I was admittedly nervous of what people might think. Um, and now that I did this for so long this year and I'm almost at 300 days consecutive. The past couple months, I've really become comfortable with just posting whatever interests me and not really caring what it's not even what strangers would say, but what friends and family might say. Um, and because of that, I've posted what I've authentically wanted to post. And since making that Jurassic change from like meathead gym shit to like what I'm truly interested in and I've been interested in my whole life is books and science and history and all that, right? But when I made that transition, I had hopes of using it as a tool to meet people that were more educated on certain subjects that I wanted to know deeper about, in that. Um, and be able to make these connections to where I could reach out to these people and learn more. Because it's kind of hard when you're doing it self taught and you're not at a school learning it. Sometimes you don't know if you're right or you're wrong, um, and it takes a little bit longer just to fully grasp concepts because there's not somebody that's very knowledgeable on the topic relaying the information to you. You're reading it, trying to figure out in your brain and understand it. And when it's kind of a foreign topic, that's pretty challenging to do sometimes. So my two goals when switching, I should say I had two goals. Um, the first being, like I already stated, I really just wanted it to be a tool to be able to make connections to people that are also interested in the topic, and because I crave deep conversation about these topics that I can't really find around me because there's not many people in my immediate circle that are as interested in the topic as I am. My girlfriend is, but she could only hear me yap on for so long. Um, and then the second being just to interest people that might not realize they had an interest in it, just get them exposed to it, and hopefully further inspire people to self-teach as well. You don't have to go to school to learn difficult subjects. You could teach yourself right at home with these things called books. And now with YouTube, holy shit. I could be on YouTube for hours and I get sucked into it for hours about all perspectives and people's views on certain things, and literally all things history, all things science you can find on YouTube from both sides. You know, like that. I just had a guy on the last two videos ago. He commented a whole paper. He has a PhD, and this dude is uh, actively, I want to say trying to disprove, but in theory he is, technically he is. He's releasing studies and he's doing studies that would disprove the theory of special relativity and the theory of general relativity. This is Einstein we're talking about that came up with these theories. Uh, from my understanding, I just read the comment, not really in its entirety to be completely honest with you, because I read it this morning before work, some of it. Then I watched a quick video, or rather listen to a quick video at work in my earbuds. Um, and one topic I'll talk about is he believes the speed of light isn't a constant. So Einstein believes E equals mc squared. C is a constant. It's the speed of light. Speed of light is a constant, and he believes it isn't. He believes if you have an object or you have a source, that when light leaves that source in the near field, light is instantaneous, and then once it hits far field, what she says is 1 meter away from that source, or one wavelength rather, not meter, one wavelength. So wavelength, and then once it, and now depending on frequencies, low frequency the wavelength can be this long, fucking high frequencies it could be this long. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. So that's pretty exciting stuff. That's what's got me jazzed, and that's what got me jumping on here talking about. Is I am so excited. And the guy kind of, I shouldn't say the guy disagrees with me in the comments, because I'm not giving my own profound idea. All I'm doing is relating an idea, kind of simpling it up, and putting it into a video, so it has a better chance of reaching people that might not want to read the article, but might see my thumbnail and click on it and go, oh, I learned something cool today. That is always my goal with these videos, is just hoping, at least one person can leave it stimulated mentally in any way. So maybe hey, you guys think this is safe to sip yet? It's been 6 minutes. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's a little warm, but not scalding. Yeah, that's really all I had to talk about for this video. But that's really all I had to talk about for this video, was just that I'm excited. I hope this keeps going. I reached out to the guy and I was like, I want to have a conversation with you, because I want to pick his brain. I want to pick everybody's brain on the subjects of whether it's astrophysics, history, fucking anything that has to do that's interesting, like ancient history. I love ancient history. I love ancient civilizations like Graham Hancock and all that. I'm obsessed with all of that shit. So I'm that's where my gratitude is, that I've finally taken this leap to post content about stuff that I am fully interested in, and that stimulate me mentally, and that I'm finally starting to find that little group of the internet that shares the same interests, and that these people are finally commenting on my videos, that you guys are finally commenting on my videos and disagreeing or agreeing or whatever, and giving your point of view, and that it could spark some dialogue and conversation between us. So it's just got me cheesing that there's an opportunity for me to further learn here, especially from people that studied it. The fact that I could talk firsthand to a guy that has studied this and has a PhD in this is pretty exciting stuff. But that's going to be all. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.